Welcome to the LJ Sports Podcast. I'm Jameson.
And I'm Luke. It's March and the madness of the NCAA tournament is just a few weeks away.
Today, we'll break down the top teams and who we think will cut down the nets this year.
Let's get started with our top contenders.
Some of the top contenders by ESPN are the Arizona Wildcats, the Duke Blue Devils, Purdue Boilermakers, Florida Gators, and Michigan Wolverines.
According to ESPN, Arizona Wildcats are a top title favorite with having young talent and veterans.
With a dominant defense and a mixture of veterans and young stars.
The Duke Blue Devils. The Blue Devils are ranked number 1 in the country.
Freshman Cameron Boozer is their lead star and should be a top draft pick in the NBA this year.
Cameron Boozer also averaging 22.7 points and 10.7 rebounds a game, with 58.3% shooting.
The Purdue Boilermakers are also a top contender, with Braden Smith and Trey Kaufman-Renn.
Braden Smith is likely to be the Wood Award favorite. The Florida Gators.
They have elite rebounding all across the floor, with 45.5 rebounds per game and a strong backcourt with Boogie Fland and Xavier Lee.
Yeah, you also can't forget these Florida Gators won last year. They're defending champions, and maybe they can come out on top with it this year again.
Even though they've had a couple of people leave, they still have great players all around.
Yeah, they're always such a threat in these tournaments.
Next up, the Michigan Wolverines. They're just top tier in almost everybody's drafts, and they have players all around the floor.
Yeah, they're really top tier team in the early rankings, and they could easily be going to the finals.
Now we're going to start looking at some of the top players in the country and in the tournament. Up first, AJ Diabansta leads the country in scoring with 25.1 points per game and is a top 2026 draft prospect. He's a BYU forward.
Yeah, 25 points per game can really win them this tournament. He's one of the best players in the country right now, and it's going to be great to see him play and see how they play as a team.
Next up is Cameron Boozer, who we already talked about a little bit, the freshman, son of Carlos Boozer. He's a Duke forward with 22.7 points per game, 10.7 rebounds per game, and 58.7% shooting.
Yaxel Lendenborg. He has a big impact on the Michigan team.
He has a big impact all across the floor on defense and on offense. Next up, Braden Smith, who we already talked about and is a contender for the Wooden Award. He's a Purdue guard and he's great on offense and defense. And finally, conference tournaments start this week. It's the last chance for teams on the bubble to earn their way into the tournaments and for our top teams to earn the top seed. Some sleeper teams that need to go on a run starts in the SEC, where Auburn just 2-8 in the last 10 games, while Bruce Pearl says Miami of Ohio may not deserve a bid because of their schedule. His former teams need to prove they belong by getting to at least the SEC final.
Over in the Big Ten, UCLA, Iowa, and Ohio State are all sitting on the bubble. To guarantee a spot, they each need to find their way into at least the quarterfinals, if not further. If any of these three match up against each other in the Big Ten tourney, it becomes an automatic elimination game.
Over in the Big 12, Cincinnati is the team to watch. The Bearcats' late season charge, 6 wins, some quite impressive. In 7 games entering Saturday, was nice while it lasted, but the regular season finale loss to TCU might have been their final nail at their large coffin.
Finally, over in the ACC, that tournament could determine everything from teams on the number 1 line, that's you, Duke, to having 4 teams in need of at least 2 wins to earn their way in.
That concludes our March Madness breakdown.
We'll see you guys next month.
And shorts to come weekly.